guys! Maelstrom here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn! In the last episode, we got to be the emissary for the Greenlist Festival, and we also collapsed right in front of the Elder Seedseer. But on the other bright side, we got to be her personal envoy. Did I fool any of you for a second? I didn't think so, but yeah, I just couldn't help but resist. In fact, I've been planning on doing that for some time now. So, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It is day 14 of 75 for EDSS as we now continue on with his journey to now leave Gridania and make his way to the other two city-states of the Eorzean Alliance, Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do that because that's Maelstrom impression, as terrible as that was. Just because of the fact that I was inspired to do that after watching one of her Donkey Kong Country Returns episodes a few days ago, when Chugga Conroy tried to do an impression of her. But I can pretty much assure you, he did a better job than I did. Heck, I even tried to add in the laugh track. And I don't know if that was necessarily a good idea. But anyway, it's time for us to finally leave Gridania. Don't worry, we will be coming back someday. So we need to speak with Leonele. Greetings, good sir. This is the reservation counter for Limsa Lominsa bound flights. Oh, are you not EDSS? The Elder Seedseer's personal envoy? We at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yes, we will be. Proceed to the landing area. So yeah, he's letting me know that we are going to be defaulting, I guess, to where we need to go, which is going to be over here. Yeah, we're going to be defaulting, I guess, to Limsa Lominsa first before we head to Ul'dah. So yeah, we want to click on the gangplank here. And we're going to board the airship, and we're not alone here. It looks like another person is going to be joining us. Yeah, for the days leading up to and including the PAX East convention, I'm going to try and do some lead-in impressions of some of the most popular YouTube gamers, and we'll see how that goes. I have a few in mind, along with Maelstrom, who was my featured impression today. Attention all passengers! The airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. And so, Altair is about to travel by the sky. And this is what accounts for an airship in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And heck, we even get a remix of one of the two best-known themes of the Final Fantasy series. The one that I'm most akin to being like the Olympic Anthem. Because yeah, if you listen to it, it does sound a lot like the Olympic Anthem. Hey, Mother Mune. Oh, and hi, there's Ida Apolimo, the Wood Whalers, Bolord Lewin, and, well, there's the Elder Seedseer. Milady, I shall do my best. Yes, farewell, lady! Yeah, look at that big smile on her face. Yeah, there's the Moogle. One day minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. I'm trying to recognize who the... Oh yeah, that was the person on the left who was the person who led me into the Lotus Stain to meet with the Elder Seedseer yesterday. Now then, from a simple rudimentary airship to this thing. Yeah, that's quite a step up in technology. So now it's time for us to finally meet on lock horns and eyes with the enemy, even though we're not going to do that until much later. Yeah, I'm almost getting the introduction to Star Wars Return of the Jedi here. That's kind of what it looks like, doesn't it? There's Darth Vader and there's the Stormtrooper on the right.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat...
15? I think you mean 5, sir.
15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking. and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day.
Oh, well, Mithril actually did something right for a change?
Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
But, okay, so, yeah, they're taking revenge on a defeat that they got 15 years ago, and then 10 years later, they brought about the Calamity. And then 5 years on, we get to the timeline we're currently in. So, yeah, we're gonna see quite a bit of these guys for a while. So yeah, there's the Darth Vader wannabe.
A blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp.
Woohoo!
For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it.
Wasn't Meteor Sephiroth's thing? How did you get a hold of it?
And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved.
Yeah, and it's gonna be my hand, not yours, you freak of nature.
Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
Yeah, I'd like to see it try. And there goes the Stormtrooper and her friends. And what might that be? I wonder.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Magitech? That's Final Fantasy VI's thing. So it's been revived in this game too, huh? People never learn about the war with the War of the Magi.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at the Eorzea?
Of course he is. He just said it.
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
And they're...
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
You tell me.
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Uh-oh. You spoke too loudly. And who might you be? Guy with a jewel on his forehead.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Does he really want to know? Or does he really want to answer?
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
How do you know this?
I don't know what you...
I think he smells a traitor.
Your denials will not change your fate.
I think he does.
I assure you, Frumentarian sees all.
I think this poor guy is in a world of hurt. Yeah, he just got struck down. With a single swipe of the sword.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
Yeah, there will be blood.
At once, my lord.
Yeah, now this guy's scared for his own life. And why wouldn't you? Look at this ugly mask.
Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Oh, we already found out about that in Final Fantasy VI, Red Dragon. Yeah, that's quite the foreboding, ominous individual. definitely wouldn't want to cross that guy, at least not until I've gotten my experience levels a lot higher. And so, we have arrived in Limsa Lominsa. This is actually where one of my favorite YouTube gamers, Ash10, started his Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And so now we have arrived. I don't know if we'll find him here, because he started his LP last summer. But I know he does still play it on Twitch from time to time. I would certainly encourage you to go check out his work. He doesn't do any commentary in his LPs, but the way he goes for 100% on every LP that he does, he pretty much lets his actions speak for themselves. He's kind of like the Pink Kitty Rose for RPGs, essentially. Because Pink Kitty Rose herself is someone who strives to get 100% in all of the games that she plays too. And this loading screen's taken a while. Hopefully not too long. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, that's not the way we want to go. We want to go over here, I guess. Yes, arrival's attendant. Oh, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, my lord. Wow, I'm really revered that highly. Admiral Blofiswin awaits your arrival. The landing area, yes. So yeah, my lord. Wow, I am like just rising up the ranks like crazy here. So let's talk to the Storm Honor Guard. You are the Gridanian envoy? Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthael. He'll be pleased to show you in to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. On the bridge, huh? Alright, sir. Take me to Bulwark Hall, please. So down to the lower decks of Limsa Lominsa. So yeah, when you come here, you can travel only to the upper decks or lower decks. It doesn't have the continuity that Gridania does as far as getting to where the airship is situated. And the same can also be said of Ul'dah, as we will soon find out. Alright, Xanthael, you're the person I need to speak to. Greetings, sir, and welcome to our fair city. If you will permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Of course. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way. And so, let's go ahead and meet with the Admiral of Limsa Lominsa.
Enter.
Yes, ma'am. Greetings, Admiral.
I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seedseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests.
Well, I guess that's just how much I've impressed her, I suppose. I hope to do the same for you, Admiral.
I bid you welcome.
Thank you.
I am Melvi Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
Certainly quite the tongue twister of a name you have.
The Black Shroud.
Well, it is namely this. The Elder Seedseer is going to be holding a memorial ceremony and wishes to make known of this to you. A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells, has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlean was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. the Meteor Project. Legatus Neil Van Darnus Hellstaken intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Continental Flats and there met with the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not 1 ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, the dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smouldering land was world beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis Soir still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Kane Senna has the right of it. I accept her proposal. And thus we'll affix her name to the document that was provided by the Elder Seedseer. Or is this simply a letter of response? And so away go her bodyguards. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel next to Ul'dah, yes? I do, milady. Pray give my regards to General Reborn. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Of course, Admirable. Very well, Edie. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. And so, having met with the head of state of Limsa Lominsa, we can now make our way to Ul'dah. So yeah, we're not quite yet ready to start touring Limsa Lominsa at this point in time. Most of the weapons and armor that you'll find around here will be not that much different in the 3 cities that you go to. So just make it a point to move along and go back to the airship landing. But don't worry, you'll get the opportunity to visit these places in their entirety soon enough. Because there's a lot of ground that you can cover that we have not yet done. And so that is something that we will certainly be taking care of as we continue to proceed here in the Realm Reborn. So now, greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Ul'dah? Yes, we are. And so, away we shall go. Having received the vote of confidence from the Admiral, it is now time to once again board. Let us be on our way to Ul'dah! And so, while the airship is making its way there, I will see you guys after a quick timeout, so do not go away. And so now we arrive in Ul'dah. So this shall serve as our next destination. And yeah, they sound like they have very adventurous music here. So can't wait to get started in this place and to see how we might be able to let the general know of what is being prepared. Yeah, you can't help but admit that the Ul'dah theme, very dramatic and intense. Yeah, the Gridania and Limsa Lominsa themes are very soothing and relaxing in that way, but here in Ul'dah, much different story. Oh, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Well, thank you very much for letting me know about that. And the honor guard is right here. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. We have been expecting you. Flame General Reborn will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the hosting strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Very well. So where, pray tell, will we find the lift? I do believe you are over here, which we do indeed find. Hosting strip, please. It looks like these guys are also waiting on the lift, or they could be just biding their time, waiting to do something else. Who can really say, really? So, Kane Senna's message, or in this case her missive, has to go a long way away. We gotta go around this ring. Yeah, we gotta go around a couple of rings, actually. Yeah, right in here. And we should find Bartholomew somewhere around here, down at the end of this path. Yes, there's Bartholomew. And just because I can do so, ay caramba! Yeah, I can't say it like Bart can, but you know, at least I'm trying. The Gridanian envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. Of course. Here you go. Ah, yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed. And so, let's meet with General Reborn. Greetings, sir.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold.
Really? This is how I'm introduced? This is how we do formal introductions, General?
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal.
Yes, already we're getting along quite nicely.
Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Reborn al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
No, I didn't, because it seems like, General, that you do not do formalities very well yourself. Yeah, I reek of leaf mold and dead Ixal. So yeah, but at least you can read, right? Cartano. I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yes, I do, from what I've been told. So my counterparts have educated you. And I speak my piece. Oh, trust Merlweb to make light of our wolf problem. Woman always did have a black sense of humor. And I'm guessing that's not because of the fact that she's wearing a black admiral's jacket. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which we cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. Well, obviously you're not familiar with The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, then. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus Zosgalvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Eorzea to heel. And so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is an old man of 40 winters. His health is failing and he has no clear successor. Like it as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. And their commander, Legatus Gaius van Balsar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would likely fall like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We have barely had the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garlean stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and the bloody primals. And so, we must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Carne will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. And so he also affixes his name to the documentation. Let the people know of what we will be doing. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Well, you're quite welcome there, General. Next time when we do introductions, let's make sure we keep them formal, okay? I know you are quite the massive brute, and I definitely would not want to cross paths with you in a dark alley, but I would prefer that we do respectful introductions correctly. So, this task, known as the Gridanian Envoy, is now finally finished. You may now make use of an airship, the airship routes connecting the three nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil, which, for those of you who are wondering, will always be a standard flat rate of 120 Gil, unlike teleporting, which will cost you random amounts of Gil. Oh, and it looks like he may have something from us next. Oh, and we did get enough experience points to get us up to level 16. So, I guess we'll talk to Bartholomew and see what he has to say next. Oh, level 15 challenge entitled Call of the Sea. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Ah, my Lord Envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Bederon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Bederon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Well, that is definitely something we can do. In fact, I think it's something we have no choice but to do. And so, with that, I will take a quick time out, and we'll make sure we can get this out of the way before we can return to Gridania, because I think it actually has to be done this way. So, I'll take the quick time out, and I will join you guys back in Limsa Lominsa. Okay, so now we have made it back to Limsa Lominsa, and we can go ahead and speak with the lift attendant and let them know we're going to the Drowning Wench. Because yeah, here in Limsa Lominsa, it's quite convenient that they have the lift right located to where the Adventurers Guild for Limsa Lominsa is. So yeah, that is definitely helpful. And the person we need to speak to, Bederon, is right over here. Hello there, Bederon, how are ya? Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... Whoop! Aye, I'm Bederon, alright. Who's asking? Aye, Heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. There are liable to get downright bleeding airy, but if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. And so, with that completed, we have now completed the task from Baderon, and looks like we're gonna keep going here. So, yeah, I think we're going to actually leave this for next time because, yeah, we're getting closer to... We've been at this for over half an hour again, so I'm guessing that this cannot proceed until... we cannot proceed with the storyline until we take care of this challenge. So, yeah, I believe we'll leave that for next time because we've already completed a lot of stuff today. I mean, heck, we've left Gridania, and now we are covering all of the Eorzean Alliance now, so definitely a lot of stuff covered today. So, I do believe we will be bringing today's episode to a close, and so, with that everyone, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will take on the challenge that Baderon has for us, as we seek to gain his favor and expand our horizons as far as our adventuring is concerned. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.